Gonna take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Hi everybody, this is Mzbomey, and as you can see, I'm back in the kitchen. Today I'm going to go ahead and make cheddar bacon mac and cheese. And pretty simple ingredients here. 3 slices of bacon that I just kind of chopped up. 2 cups of sharp shredded cheddar cheese. 2 tablespoons of flour. 2 cups of milk. And 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine of your choice. Now I've already cooked up my macaroni and strained it, as you can see, so I have that off to the side. But you can be cooking that as we go along. So to get things started, I'm going to put my butter in my pan here, and I'm sorry you probably can't see this, which is not that big of a deal anyway. So I'm going to melt the butter and get that going. And then once we get the butter going, we're going to add our flour and cook that for 2 minutes or until it's bubbly. And then gradually we're going to start to stir in the milk. So our flour is our next item. And I picked a good day for this because, believe it or not, it's October and it's like it started to snow out this morning because when I woke up to go to work early, it was 32 degrees outside. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yay.
Winter is a-coming. Sooner than later. I much prefer later. Oh, here, I'll do this for you. Kitchen bitch already poured himself one. Cheers, Lars.
Yeah, could you please tell me a funny Lars story?
I'll tell you my funny Lars story while my butter's melting. So at work one day, I had to call the help desk because I'm not very computer savvy.
And you wanted to see somebody's wiener?
No, I didn't. Making reference to the previous video, are we? Anyways, getting back to my story. So I had to call the help desk and ask for, the IT department. And of course, the guy that answers on the phone, his name is Lars. Can you believe that? The whole entire time that I've been saying that for years. Cheers, Lars. And there really is some dude named Lars, and he works with me.
So all this time we've been toasting your damn IT guy?
Yeah, we've been toasting my IT guy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just now start to add the flour.
So where do we stand on that whole wiener thing?
Oh, stop with the wiener. You're obsessed with wieners. You have a problem. And just so you know,
That's a check shot.
those wieners, hot dogs, whatever the heck you want to call them, came from our friend Jerry, Blue Thunder.
Our little
leprechaun.
little friend Jerry. When he was here, right here, he had to like have a stool so he could reach the top of the counter.
He did not. You like making up stories, don't you? You can have a comment for that because he watches my cooking videos. I'm just telling you. Alright, I'm going to finish stirring this up. We'll be back in a minute. And kitchen bitch stuff's still in the bacon.
Cheese.
Back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I've cooked this for 2 minutes now, like the recipe said. And you can see hopefully how that looks. So the next step is, excuse me, to go ahead and, yeah, I'm having a brain fart. Gradually stir in our milk, and we're going to bump up the heat to about medium. So let's get that going. Turn that up. Get everything kind of to a nice little bubbly war going on in here.
Let everybody get to know each other.
Now, is that what Emma says? Because I remember him commenting on one of the previous videos. There we go. Okay, let me just double check that just to make sure. Gradually stir in the milk, cook in the medium heat. until it comes to a boil, and we're going to stir this constantly. So here we go. We'll add a little bit at a time. Oh yeah, you can hear it bubbling away. Add a little bit more. I don't know if I mentioned it, this is for 2 cups of milk. Get whisk in there too, because I don't like it when you get chunka-wunkas. Chunks are not good, because then it looks like somebody... We don't want it to look good. So if it looks like that, then it's not going to look good, it's not going to taste good, and oh geez, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Just saying. No wonder why people just do the macaroni and cheese, open up the box, boil the noodles,
Yeah.
dump the rest in,
Yeah,
right?
We've been eating like an hour ago. I'm sure this is going to be much better now.
Huh?
I'm sure this is going to be much better.
Then the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I mean, either way,
Uh-huh.
got some wiener to fall back on.
Oh jeez, you and your wiener. Wieners. Multiple.
Did you mention these from Omaha Steak?
No, I did not.
Look at
Why
that.
don't you take a
Look at
moment
that.
and do a commercial for Omaha Steak while
Look at
I
the
finish
size of
doing
that.
this?
I mean, if Jerry was here, he could hide behind him.
Oh jeez.
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Jerry was here,
Okay.
he'd punch me.
He would punch you, and you'd get kicked too, I'm thinking. Probably a punch and a kick.
I don't know if it'll do any justice, but Botten wieners on the top and the Omaha Steak wieners on the bottom. Basically what we're saying is, Jerry, everybody else. Jerry, everybody else.
You're gonna get a phone call now.
It won't be a
He
phone
might-
call. It'd be like, ding dong!
Ding dong!
Oh, shit.
I'll be happy to see him because I'm not the one bad mouthing him.
No, next year can't come soon enough.
Okay, so we're gonna just finish cooking this up. We'll be back in just a few, and then we'll progress with the following steps.
You need me to go get the thing?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Just wanted to show you. I let this simmer a bit and thicken up. So now it's going to be time to go ahead and start adding our cheese to the mix. Cheese, glorious cheese. Cheese and bacon, man. It's like such a good combination. I need to do so good there. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Get it so it'll melt really nicely. And I'm sorry if you can't see this because I'm doing it over my back burner here, which is one of the better ones to cook with, so bear with me. Tell me a story. No, I'm just kidding.
Remember this one time at band camp?
About a cup and a half of cheese is going to go into your mixture here. This one time at band camp.
Maybe it's just me. What does this music make you think of?
I don't know, what does it make me think of or supposed to think of.
Magnum.
Oh yeah,
Guns and
Guns and
Cars.
Cars. Oh yeah, I like his channel. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I also really like the old classic cars and muscle cars. And he does have that on his channel, which is awesome. Really enjoy it when I can get over there and take a peek at some of those old beauties. Okay, I think I got all the cheese
Go over here
in
and take a
there.
look at my muscle car.
Very funny. And then we're going to simmer this on low heat for 3 to 5 minutes or until it thickens. And excuse me, last thing is we're going to stir for 5 minutes or until melted, which it already is at that point, and then we can go ahead and get our macaroni on. The total prep time takes about 40 minutes altogether, kitchen bitch.
40 minutes?
From beginning to end. So I don't know if you can see this. There is our sauce. Everything has blended together nicely. They have gotten to know each other beautifully. I need to find my spoon rest. Okay, and we drain the macaroni, and then what we're going to do is add the bacon in there too. And then spoon all this together into our casserole dish. Pop it in the oven for 350 degrees. And then cook for 20 minutes. If you like more bacon, go ahead and add more. If you're not into bacon, I think that there's other things that you could use for vegetables. This is one of those sauces that you probably experiment with pretty well, don't you think? Like maybe jalapenos and cheese or something along that line.
Did you say jalapenos?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos?
Jalapenos?
You can put some jalapenos on it.
Yes, some jalapenos, honey. Okay. Spread our macaroni out. And then the last thing is to go ahead and put our bacon and cheese sauce on here. And you can see up high and down low. Alright.
Move everything around here.
Yes, you do. You're called the kitchen bitch for a reason. I'm just saying. So, spoon that into our casserole pan, and then the remaining cheese, you're just gonna top that off. But I want to make sure to get all this cheesy bacon ooey goodness.
Wow, Mexican wrappers.
In here, and I'm gonna move this right over here. And I'm gonna spread this out. Getting that coating in between all of our little noodles. And make sure that I got all of it on the pan. There's always a little bit left behind when it comes to sauce. Cheese sauce, spaghetti sauce, what kind of sauce? There's always that.
The sauce on Travis's chin.
No comment. Probably could have done a little bit more cheese sauce to this, but this is the first time that I made this recipe, so I was just kind of going with what it was calling for. Maybe not so much noodles. Take the rest of your cheese, top her off, and then pop her in the oven for about 20 minutes. I'll meet you back here and we'll take a look at the finished product. Okay, I'm back. I just took this out of the oven, and as you can see, here's our bacon and cheese. Our cheese melted, our shredded cheese melted nicely on the top. Over in the background, kitchen bitches hot dogs, aka wieners, because you have to have hot dogs to go with the macaroni and cheese. So basically that's it. And give you a little bit more information that it serves about 6 It's 385 calories per serving and 30.05 G's of carbohydrates. So there you have it. Bacon, macaroni, and cheese. It was pretty easy. See, the only thing that was kind of time consuming was getting everything stirred up and ready to go. So I'm gonna put some on a dish here. Take a look at this. Nice and cheesy. I think next time when I make this, I would put a little bit more cheese in the cheese sauce. Just because I think I have a little extra noodles. So, there you go. Bacon, macaroni, and cheese. Give it a try. I know I will. Until next time, this is Mzbomey saying good night, good eats, wherever you are. Out of here.